Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. We have an article from Inverse.com titled, New Star Wars Comic Suggests Palpatine was controlling Snoke the whole time. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. Helps it out a lot. And it makes me think, that I'm doing a pretty decent job. So let's get to it. Supreme Leader Snoke has always been a bit of a mystery, and after his death in Star Wars The Last Jedi, some fans worried we'd never learn his backstory or he hoped to accomplish. However, the return of Emperor Palpatine in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, has some theorists wondering if the newest Star Wars movie could reveal an unexpected connection between Snoke and Palpatine. Now, a new Snoke-centric comic may just confirm that the Emperor was influencing the First Order leader all along. It's important to note that these comic book series are considered Star Wars canon, so everything pertaining to the specific storylines have been approved by Lucasfilm prior to being published. This is exactly the reason why we're eyeing the latest Age of Resistance Supreme Leader Snoke #1 comic. The specific panel showcases Snoke and Kylo's relationship as they visit Dagobah. Snoke is obviously annoyed by his new apprentice and surprisingly shows respect for Luke Skywalker. But it's there that some important hidden meaning is in these panels. Redditor Gone to Black was the first to take notice of the possible subtext. If I had your uncle by my side instead of you, the galaxy would have been mine a long time ago, Snoke says. Now on the surface, this dialogue doesn't immediately bring to mind a Snoke-Palpatine connection. Snoke's surprisingly respect for Luke aside, however, the Supreme Leader's words suggest that something or someone was stopping him from taking over the galaxy. Palpatine is, of course, the only other person powerful enough to stop Snoke from controlling what he believes to be rightfully his. What else would stop the leader of the First Order from becoming an all-powerful authoritarian? Not only that, but Snoke sounds really bitter, almost as if his patience is wearing thin. The dialogue also implies that Snoke took on Kylo as an apprentice because he had to, not because it was his first choice. Perhaps Palpatine pushed Snoke to teach Kylo the ways of the dark side. It would explain why Snoke is so bitter towards Ben Solo. Could Snoke have been waiting a long time for Palpatine's plan to kick in? It's not impossible. After all, many fans have speculated that Snoke may have known Palpatine long before he died, and this comic seems to confirm that Snoke's being controlled in some way. Another thing the comic seems to imply is that Snoke's body isn't possessed by Palpatine, and he's probably been working with the former Emperor of his own free will. Powerful leaders like Palps always have their minions, and Snoke has definitely acted like one in the past. Then again, seeing Snoke pine of Darth Vader does give us Palpatine vibes. After all, as far as we know, Snoke never interacted with Anakin Skywalker. But if Snoke is just the Emperor in disguise, then it makes sense that he may have some regret over his literal falling out with his old apprentice. Additionally, Brian Young, who wrote an essay for Supreme Leader Snoke #1, also teased the Palpatine-Snoke connection on Twitter, posting the exact same panel above. And does anyone else seem to think these frames imply a lot about a Palpatine connection? He asked. The answer seems to be pointing to yes. The Snoke-Palpatine relationship must be important in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, if Young has gone out of his way to make fans aware of its existence. Of course, it's also possible he wants them to be intrigued enough to buy the comic. Either way, it's safe to say that Snoke was definitely not working alone, and his connection to Palpatine could finally be revealed in Episode 9. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that this new comic will reveal a Palpatine-Snoke connection? Do you think Snoke was controlled by Palpatine? Or do you think he was doing everything out of his own free will? I'd like to think that he was doing everything of his own free will, but maybe working towards an end goal, maybe for Palpatine. I don't know for sure. I mean, no one does, obviously. But let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's pretty interesting. I haven't seen the comic. I don't think it's out yet. When it does, I might give it a read and see what happens. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have an awesome day.